I really enjoy watching Beyonce be bad at something. Like, good.
Finally.
It's good to know. Look at her. Oh my God.
Struggling with those lines. Look at it. My name is Lee H. Tillman.
I'm Andrea Menchaca.
Thank you for tuning in to Anxiety Twins. This is a podcast where two married comedians talk about various things in our lives.
All of it.
The last time we talked, you were hosting for Chris Estrada,
who you keep calling Frankie Quinones. Literally,
Chris
you came
Estrada.
in the green room and you were like, Frankie Quinones is here, and I was like, why? You meant Chris Estrada.
Yeah, Chris Estrada.
Like, you're like, he arrived. It's normal.
Yeah, he's just here. I was hosting.
It was great. I think it was his crowd is exactly my kind of crowd. They seemed to be on board. They knew what I was talking about. Slightly Mexican, but
not too Mexican.
Not too Mexican.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Mexican, but not.
Not too Mexican. Not too. I made some puns about this fool.
Mm-hmm.
They loved it. It was great.
All right.
I actually just uploaded that video to YouTube today because I'm using it to apply for some stuff.
Mm-hmm. What stuff are you applying to?
Well, I can't say on the podcast, but I'll tell you later.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming it's comedy related. Otherwise, why would you send
Maybe it is.
a stand up? Why would you send a stand up post to?
I'm applying to be on America's, what's it called? This British Bake Show, but the US version.
And you're just sending in a stand up so they'll be like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what they like, right? Mm-hmm. Just be like, just picture that, but flour. There's also,
with flour in the face.
Too.
Yeah.
I also made a lot of baked goods for Mother's Day, so maybe I'll just make a compilation of those two things, make it work.
How was your Mother's Day? Okay, that good,
Underwater, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, you had
every holiday is always just so stressful for me.
Why is that?
I get anxious.
What are you anxious about?
I'm just trying to make the most of it.
What do you have anxiety about?
Twin.
Stop. But I mean, what is it about holidays that makes you anxious?
I don't know. Also, I was like asleep. I woke up at 7.
Yeah, when your mom came, and mom and sister came, you were asleep.
I texted my mom, "What time are you coming over?" And she was like, "Oh, I'll let you know when we leave." That was like at 8:30. So I went back to sleep because I was tired. I had a show the night before. With the baby was in bed with me watching Bob's Burgers on her iPad, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm totally watching this with you." I fell asleep. 10:30, and my mom just pachow. She doesn't even knock. She just like opens the door, just like bam, boom, baby. Home.
Yeah, that's
you have to.
It's Mother's Day. You have to do whatever she says.
That's what Cusco does in that movie. My favorite movie of all time.
What movie is that?
The Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, okay. That's
how he enters the room. He like kicks the door open. He's like, "Bam, bam, baby." That was her. So you were sitting here on the couch. She opened the front door.
She knocked. I opened the front. I opened the door.
I thought she just opened the door.
No, I opened the door for her, and I was like, I think she's asleep, but okay.
You just closed the door again. Sorry.
Not my mom.
Bye. So I wake up and she's like,
she's there.
She just and not only that, she just is here now.
Yeah.
Which like.
I mean, I couldn't like send her away. It's not like I didn't know who she was. Big mom energy
to just be like, I'm here now.
Yeah.
I'm your problem. I am not even like fully awake. I'm rummaging through the kitchen trying to make coffee, but like I'm struggling. And then she's like, "Oh, by the way, your sister's not going to be here when your dad comes visit. So now
your dad's coming from Mexico to see her graduation.
To come to her my sister's graduation.
But she's not. She's not going to be at her graduation.
She was already not planning on being there until he said that he was coming, and she was like, "Fine." And then she got an internship. Not last minute. There's plenty of time. It's just that we had already made plans. And she decided it's a really good opportunity, so she decided to go. And so therefore, now I'm stuck with my dad, and my sister is 11 years younger than me, and I'm just like, this is just like those first 11 years of my life where I kept asking for a sister and she was late. And now she's like off to wherever. And now I'm stuck with my dad again. So now I have to help this old man who hired a travel agency to buy
in 2026.
In
Still doing
2026.
travel agencies.
Oh God, that was like I just dumped a lot of information on people on the podcast. Mexico in 2026 is still living in the 80s. They like check the newspaper.
I mean, but
for
is it
movies.
just your dad, or do most people don't do that?
Not
right?
most people, but I feel like the fact that it's like wildly available. Like, where can you walk to here and find a travel agency? Like, they're physically there in downtown Querétaro, and still the newspaper like prints the movie times, so like old people can still do that.
I remember.
And then there's still people. There's other like the other side of the coin. There's people who have like Rappi, which is like the Uber of Mexico, and like there's apps and things too. But it's like it's all coexisting. Whereas over here we're like, just get a smartphone or you're fucked. There's no, no middle.
There's no middle ground either. One or the other. Like there are places where if you live in a place that has a lot of immigrants, because I remember when I was living in Orange County, there's a lot of like Asian immigrants.
That's true.
And there would be like travel agencies because your family's always coming in and out. So there would be like stuff like that, but not like.
And it's not just a travel agency; it's like specifically for that.
So you can send money back and like kind of everything.
I mean, like if you go to the tienda, which is like there's two around here, they have like the red phone, so you can Western Union call your family on like a physical phone. Or like at Fuban, I think they have like a travel agency, but I don't know if it's like Thai or Japanese because I'm racist, but it's like specifically for that place so that your family feels like they know that they're talking to a real person and they understand. But yeah, like you wouldn't.
Yeah.
That would just make it harder for us. Just feel like now I don't know the language.
Yeah. So hosting was good. My brother was here the other weekend.
Yeah.
He's out. He does a lot of, he's a runner. So he's always doing like half marathons and 5Ks and 10. He travels around the country doing that stuff all the time. So he was here this weekend.
It's not the kind of person I personally relate to, but I do appreciate the fact that he's so straightforward. Like I know what will make him happy. I'm like, he's our guest. So, and here are the things that he likes. Military time, being on time places, and running. So it's pretty straightforward. I feel like, what can we get you? It'll make you happy at 700 hours. I don't know what time that is, but I will try.
That's 7 a.m.
Oh, God.
Which he's probably already be awake running.
He's already been come and gone already. Oh my God. And then your brother left at 4 a.m. and he was trying to say goodbye to me. And I was like, what?
He was like, I made the effort. That was all that mattered.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, I said bye. I did my best.
like,
I don't know if she heard it or will remember it. But
I'll have to wait until the next trip.
Yeah.
I was like, Lee knew to give up on me. I always say that I'm going to do stuff and then I fall asleep.
Yeah, because you said...
It's not my first time doing that.
Yeah, because you knew that the flight was leaving early. And
yeah, but I was like,
well, you should say goodbye tonight. Like, I wanted him to say goodbye to the baby, but she was already asleep.
We had a big day in the sun.
Yeah, so... I knew that you weren't going to get up. So I was like, well, say goodnight tonight. And you're like, no, I'll be up tomorrow morning. No worries. I like,
well, I thought you guys were going to make a ruckus. Like everything wakes me up. But I mean, I can go back to sleep, but you were very quiet and just pranced on out of here.
Until he came and woke you up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I had no idea. But I made a lot of bread for Mother's Day. I made pita bread. Bread pretzels.
Is there a reason for that? Is that just
which one?
Does your mom just like carbs? Like, why did you make so many bread things?
Feels like the right thing to do when people are coming over. Oh, and I made a date cake.
But you made like 3 different things, which don't necessarily go together. Like a pretzel.
There were 3 different time of days
and a date cake. Okay. And pita bread.
Yeah.
I don't know if those...
Pita bread was for lunch when we had like a Marry Me bean thing with pita bread. Okay. And the pretzels were for snack. I mean a snack. And the cake was for dessert.
Okay. All right.
My mom's not eating sugar right now, but she's allowed to eat bread. When she was pregnant with my sister, who ruins everything, as I have already explained.
Yes, we've already.
My mom had got gestational diabetes, so I used to cook for her like flourless, sugarless brownies and cakes. Like I try to figure out recipes where you like use everything and everything under the sun to not use sugar. And it was horrible, but now at least she can eat, like she can still eat carbs. She's just not eating straight up sugar. So that's why I'm leaning into the breads, because we can have frosting with the cake.
Yeah. You've done a couple things for the school recently, a lot.
Yeah.
But there was a story time.
Yeah. I did drag queen.
You got a drag queen story time, which we were kind of worried because she hadn't showed up until like right when the show started. I think I forgot what time the show was supposed to start, but she got there like
10.
right then.
Yeah, she got there like at
9:59. Yeah. So we were kind of like, the kids were there and we were like, I guess one of us is gonna have to.
Yeah, I was like,
is it offensive if I just got in drag real quick?
Blush on you. I don't know.
I don't know what the rules are. I don't know, but the show must go on.
Up in the middle of putting mascara for the first time. Oh, thank God.
The show must go on. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Now there's two. Whatever. It was chaotic, but I don't know.
I mean, kids like chaos.
Yeah, they do. I was surprised the drag queen didn't know K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, did not register at all.
Which and apparently it's not even, it's old news already.
Yeah, our kids just, K-pop Demon Hunters is old news. No one cares about it. She told me it's boring. She said that because she can watch the whole thing and, you know, she memorized the whole thing basically.
Well, yeah,
so she said it's
like 20 times.
Yeah, you watch it a billion times. So, and I asked her why she's still reading or listening to the
Wings of
Fire books. I'm like, well, you're still listening to those and you listen to those over and over and over. Said, well, there's just more stuff happening. I'm like, I guess. I mean, because they have a whole book to explain.
15 books. So.
Yeah, there's K-pop Demon Hunters, what, 2 hours? Yeah, of course. I don't know. I guess maybe she doesn't understand the difference between a TV show and a movie, but...
The books are not either. They don't have...
Yeah, but movies. Just the content-wise, like the idea, yeah, it's like she wants to watch Bob's Burgers.
Cool, because at the drag queen story time, we played K-pop Demon Hunters because I knew that the little kids, the preschool kids, were gonna love it. So it's like, you know, the older kids have to be on to the next thing. Like how when we all started saying Riz and the young kids were like, gross, like it's no longer in. Isabel's now like if the preschoolers like it, then it's not cool. It's actually boring and it's for babies.
Andy does that a lot. Who works at the school? He would always talk about like he plays music during recess and stuff like that. And he's like, if one group of kids likes a song, then the other group will hate it. And then like a week will go by and they'll be like, we hate this song now because it was from like 2 weeks ago and the little kids are listening to it. So it just... It goes by so fast, like they're just 1 minute they love a song. Yep, that's how it works.
Culture is a group of people who hates a different group of people.
I like that joke.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, Lee likes a joke of mine.
Yeah, look at me.
It never happens. You usually just quote myself back to me or sarcastic like.
It's never sarcastic. You also did brouhaha on Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo is a big day for me because I get booked
and
the most.
That show was, I've done it, I think I've only done it once, but maybe I've done it twice. I don't remember. Yeah. But it was a decent turnout. But like when you did it on Cinco de Mayo, it was insane. I
started feeling for a while there like people realized that we were making fun of them for celebrating Cinco de Mayo and that wasn't happening anymore. So I wasn't really expecting that. And then we get there and there's like so many people and they're drunk and it's like there's nowhere to stand. Like the comics, I don't think we would usually at that venue be behind the curtain because that's like the beer. What's it called? The brewery? Like it's actually like the brewery tank.
Yeah, but we were using it as a green room.
I don't want to like ruin their brew. But we were like, there's nowhere to be. We're just standing like this.
Yeah.
It was crazy crowded. And then after that, I did the Helium open mic. And because it wasn't labeled Cinco de Mayo Helium open mic, there was no one there.
Yeah, it was the saddest open mic that I've seen in a while. Like, and there's been some sad ones, but it was pretty bad.
I feel like we were down to 8 people when I went up. I closed it. I was the last person to go.
You closed it out.
And the entire time, the last 10 people I'm watching, like, oh God, this is going to be so bad. But I didn't back out. I did it.
You did it. Some people did. Some people were like, never mind. It wasn't
that terrible either.
Yeah.
I mean, I think because I went up with the expectation that it was going to be terrible, I just did all new stuff and they were with me. I don't know. It was fine. I guess Cinco de Mayo is still a thing.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, I was about to ask you about that. Do you think that because people make fun, I think people make fun of Cinco de Mayo like it's not real, but I don't think most people get that. I don't think America at large really gets that.
I was starting to feel like they did, because there really is like a plethora of memes, just like people making. But maybe that's just I
think that's just your algorithm.
My algorithm.
I don't get the feeling that people in general really think about, oh, it's not a real holiday.
No, I like make a
only Americans
sarcastic comment on it every year, but I feel like the thing that I never say about Cinco de Mayo is that it's not just the fact we celebrate a small battle that we won. It was just like a battle that was almost impossible to win, and it was just like a miracle win. But a battle is not the war. We lost the war. Later on, it became an independent country through different methods that had nothing to do with Cinco de Mayo. But really the reason why that's on the calendar, it's because the Mexican holiday calendar has a billion things in it. Like I remember in school, it was like, when do we have school? Because there's so many freaking holidays. There's like, we have the kids sing in the patio for everything under the sun. Like every small battle, every like the day that they sold the flag, like everything. There's just too many things. And this, I don't know why this one in particular.
You think they just like threw a dart? Americans just were like, okay, fine, we'll give you one. And then they just threw a dart and like, okay, Cinco de Mayo, how's that?
And then later on, they did the Hispanic and Mexican Heritage or whatever it's called month, which is way later. I don't know. I know. I'm interested to see where that Cinco de Mayo thing came from. I don't know. Does it? You know what it is? It's really close to payday.
How so?
Well, you get paid on the first of the month. Cinco de Mayo is that weekend. So everybody goes out to drink and they're like, what holiday is it today? September the 16th? You already spent all your money. That month is already
who gets paid? Unless you're getting money from the government. Who's getting paid on the 1st?
I don't know. Don't people get paid on the 1st?
No.
15th?
Yeah, the 1st and the 15th if you are getting government subsidies.
But don't people get paid on the first year too?
No, you get on the Friday. You get paid on Friday. That's generally
on Friday.
Yeah.
Every week.
Yeah. No. Or every week or every 2 weeks. You get paid on Friday.
Where I worked.
I don't know where that 1st and 15th thing comes from.
And not even 1st and 15th, just 1st.
Yeah, unless you're getting. I
don't want to say the name of the place, but I got paid on the 1st.
Unless you're getting
now
SNAP
we're
benefits.
Have to do a query to people.
When do you usually get paid? Do you usually get paid on the 1st and 15th or every Friday? For me, it's always been Friday is the day you get paid. People have written songs about it.
Is that like a healthcare thing?
No, I don't know. It's the day before the weekend. So you just get paid on Friday and you go out and do whatever and then come back. You spend your money and then you come back.
I mean, that makes sense, but I have never had a job where I get paid weekly on Fridays.
Yeah, I mean, the only time I ever hear anyone talk about getting paid on the 1st or 1st and the 15th is when they're getting SNAP benefits or food stamps when I was a kid, but it's SNAP benefits now. Other than that,
we'll have to figure it out because anyway.
Yeah, we'll work it out. The following day I did a show at Heroes. It was called Heroes Comedy. And it was the first one that he ever did. It was Michael Phelps, the comedian Michael Phelps. and it was me, Cameron Peloso, Julie Corral, and there were two. He said that there were 6 reservations, but only 2 people showed up. So and paid for the show. So
How much
we're
were the
performing. I want to say $5, which
Nice.
still feels like too much, but for what
So
they got.
funny, yeah.
I mean, the guys that showed up. They were good crowd members. It was just like there was only 2 of them. So I don't think so. Karen Pelosi went up first, and there were those 2 guys, and then there were 2 other people that came in later. But I don't know because I wasn't in the room when he was performing. But I don't know if they were in the room yet. So I think he only performed for 2 people.
Yeah.
The 2 guys that showed up, and like Michael Phelps, who's in the room also, and then maybe the bartenders, which is like 2 of those. And then I went up second, and there were 2 people that came in as I was on stage. So I'm assuming that they just came in and they didn't like leave and come back. So I performed for 4 people. And then as soon as I got off stage, those 2 people that came in, they left. So Julia Corral performed for the original 2 guys.
Oh, God.
So I think I'm the only person that performed for 4 people.
Those 2 guys had stamina to sit through the whole thing.
But the thing is, like, they were down for it. They were good crowd members.
That was their plan for
they
were like,
they were like,
tickets, we're going.
Let's go to this comedy show. And they seem to be comedy fans too. They were,
Are you a comedy fan?
Yeah, I am a comedy fan.
Interesting.
Are you?
No.
You don't know anything about comedy. You just showed up. You just said, "Hey, this looks like a thing that I could probably do," and then you mastered it.
No, I was like, I just want to talk about myself, and people need to listen.
And that's the perfect thing.
And that's what
you were like, you know what? Stand up. That's it.
Yep, that's where you do it. It's a weird skill to have. Just be like, I have a weird personality. Do you guys want to hear about it?
Yeah. I always think of it as showing, like being a musician or a painter or something. And for me, like a joke is just like one little piece of art. Like it's a painting. So you hold it up and you say, "Hey, do you like this?" And then people say yes or no. And then you go, "Okay, you like this?" No? Okay.
But that's exactly
and that's
your style, though.
Yeah, that's how I do. That's how I think of it. It's just like, I'm just showing you a thing. Hey, do you like it? No? Okay, well, how about this? Yeah.
A word picture.
Yeah. That's it. That's how I view it. I never thought of it as like, I definitely don't think of it as therapy.
No, that should never be the case.
Or for it to just be like attention. Like it's not for attention or anything. It's just, I don't know. I just like create these things and say, "Hey, does anybody else like this?" Yeah. And that's it.
But yours are very much like one at a time.
Yeah.
When it's like your life and your background and the story is all entangled into it, it gets a little bit more complicated than that.
But even then, it's written as like, even if I am talking about my family, I have a pretty big chunk right now about my family, but every joke, like it's just written at one joke at a time. It's not like I was like, "Oh, I want to tell all these jokes and then tell a story and then put jokes in between it." It was just, I just thought of this joke.
You just take every member
and then
of
I take another
family
joke
and make fun of them individually.
Yeah. Make fun of everybody
That's nice.
individually. Yeah.
Clip this and send it to your mom.
I'm one of 6 kids.
You got so much
much to work with. Nephews. I got nephews and cousins now. It's all good times.
I also did a show on Mother's Day weekend at a sex club.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really not feeling up for it. Not even just because it was a sex club, although that does add a layer of stress. But I was just really tired. Like my eyes were like doing this the whole time. I was like trying to stay awake and just like not feeling good. I don't even know what I said, but I definitely made fun of the sex club within like jokes that I already do. Like I have that one when I say, "We haven't seen you in months."
Mm-hmm.
And that was like, I was like, paternity joke at a sex club is perfect. I've never had a chance to do that before. Like there's just some things that work there just because they were a really supportive crowd. And I also have an old joke that I hadn't done in a long time about conceiving again at a sex club. Makes sense. And I always just keep it to IVF. I'm talking about like people who are in the position to be able to afford IVF. But now that I'm supporting my child's school, which is a private school, and there's like so many sets of twins. I was talking about that.
Are they really?
Speaking of anxiety twins.
I only remember one.
Well, because you only know the kids in the elementary classroom, which is not as many. But the preschool classroom has 3 classes and they're all full.
Oh, that's because of IVF?
Yeah. Twins are mostly because of IVF. And I was like, wanting to talk about like, if you go to private school, one of the weirdest things is that most kids there are IVF kids. And then at least like 10% of them have a twin sibling. So not only do you have to like remember everybody's face, which is like to me, I'm already white people blind, and then they're like tiny. I'm like, you guys all look the same. And then I'm like, oh, that's your twin. That's why you look the same. And then there's like 3 of each. I'm like, oh God, it's so difficult.
So yesterday, I DJ'd a vinyl set for Laugh Basement. Which I've DJ'd before, but I would always just bring my laptop and just kind of, it was more of a playlist than anything else. It wasn't really like,
which is what
DJ
is, right?
No, it's not. It's not. Okay. And I'm not a DJ. I do play.
Warning.
I am a beat maker. I'm a music producer, so I make my own music. I generally don't DJ.
I believe that's just dork for DJ.
But he asked me to DJ, and I was like, well, what if I did a vinyl set? You know, I have vinyl. What if I do a vinyl set? So I thought it would be pretty fun. So I called up the numerous friends that I have that are DJs and musicians and everything. And I found someone that
loneliness epidemic. Who?
Yeah,
look at this guy.
Yeah, look at this guy over here.
Friends galore.
Having friends over here. And I just hit up a couple of people to see if anybody had some, because I don't actually have turntables and a mixer and everything. So I was just contacting some people. They said yeah, so I borrowed them, went down there, and it was actually like really fun to DJ vinyl. Like if I had to do it if it was my job and I had to do it, I understand why people use like digital and stuff like that. But vinyl is fun just because it's physical. You're like looking for the records. You have to like figure out what song to play next and everything.
So you have 2, and then as like one's playing, you have to change the other one.
Yeah, you have to cue the other one. So you put it on cue to where only you can hear it. So you put on headphones. That's why DJs wear headphones. There you go.
This whole time.
This whole time.
I thought wait. Then why do they wear sunglasses?
Well, that's completely different.
Is there a reason? Oh.
Yeah. That's so that you can't see the panic in their eyes because they have no idea what they're doing. Like, oh God, which button?
When you play the next one again.
Yeah.
People like Golden over and over. So why wouldn't they play it again?
Yeah. So, but doing it digitally is so much easier because you don't have to bring you don't have to bring a bunch of stuff. You don't have to set up everything is in one space, so you don't have to have like a mix. You have to bring your own mixer and bring it's not as many wires. Yeah, you can kind of just like throw.
And I assume the queue has more than one.
You can queue up multiple songs, and like you're really only worried about like beat matching, which is the BPM of a song versus another song. Like one song may be faster or slower than the other one, and just making sure that they kind of like match up. That's really the only thing that's like really, really difficult to do if you are doing vinyl. It's a little easier with digital because like you can see all that information. Like I don't like back in the day, I don't know how it's so difficult to think about like how someone would just be like, they hear a song and be like, okay, this is about the same BPM. Because now you can just Google what's the BPM of this song. And it'd be like, yeah, it's 100, it's 140, whatever. And like now, you know, it's pretty easy. But back then you just have to like figure it out.
Did they do the Laugh Basement dance party break?
They didn't do the dance party. I actually had like music ready for the dance party just in case they wanted that, but they didn't. And I also had to so I DJ'd before the show, basically. Right. So it was It was cool to do because it was low pressure. It's not like anybody's like on the dance floor.
They're
like
just getting
they're just walking into the show.
Getting comfortable.
So I'm just, playing music as people are getting ready. So it's not that big a deal, which is why I kind of was like, yeah, I'll do it. Mm-hmm. So I'm just DJing like the first hour, and then I'm also providing like walk-up music, providing the walk-up music. And at first I was like, okay, I'm going to have like a different song like for everyone. But then after a while I was like, no, I'm not flipping. I'm not pulling out records every 10 minutes. It's like 7 comics.
Yeah, that show usually has like way too many
it's
comics.
I think it was
if it
7
was 3,
comics.
You'd be like, okay, I can do that.
Yeah, it's like 7 comics. They're all doing between 8 and 10 minutes except for the headliner. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going to be pulling out records.
So what song
and doing
did people get?
So I basically just chose like 2 songs. One of them was a Beyonce song, and the other one a Blow. And then another one, Tunde Adebempe, who is the lead singer.
The Pata song?
No.
Oh.
He's the lead singer of TV on the Radio, who was actually, I saw when I went to LA, I actually saw him. Oh. Yeah, he was walking by. I was like, oh, that's Tunde Adebempe. He was there with...
Are you sure it wasn't just a different black
No, it just... Yeah, the other song, I forget the name of the song, but it was a song by him. So they're both like just upbeat songs. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to like go in between. So everybody's getting the same song. They're either getting one song or the other.
That's fine.
So that was fine. But then I also did a set. Like Hewitt asked me if I wanted to do a comedy set.
Oh, you went on stage?
So I actually did on stage. So I did. So I DJed the whole show. And then Hewitt's like comes up to me before the show. Like, hey, you want to do like 5 minutes? And I was like, at first I was like, I don't know, because I was DJing at the moment.
Like, how am I going to do
I was kind of like, how am I going to do this? But then like once the show starts, like it's not that much to do because you're just waiting for them. And then
so how did you play a song for you to go up?
I played the song, and then I ran behind it, and then I ran up on stage. I played the song, ran up on stage. If
you've been to Laugh Basement, it's like right there.
yeah, it's right there. So, and then I stopped it as I was on stage.
Because actually, it seems like there's a DJ booth behind the people up there, but they never use that as a DJ.
Yeah,
is that what it is?
Yeah, I guess they use that. The most of the time I'm there, it's a performance, so it is actually on stage. But if it's just a party, I imagine that
it seems small. I don't know how you would fit everything up there.
Yeah, I mean, I
do have the space. So do you want to be on my next episode of Getting Ready for Analog Summer with your turntables?
Well, they're not my turntables, so I can't. I have to give them back at some point.
Still have them, so we can record it tonight.
Yeah, okay.
You got to get ready for Analog Summer by turntabling your own backyard party.
Yeah, DJing your own backyard party.
Yeah. Our block's going to have a neighborhood block party.
Yeah, they do.
DJ for it.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm sure they already got somebody.
They seem a lot more organized. They have a budget.
Oh, wow. I didn't know all that.
They have...
You're on the email, huh?
I'm on the text group, which I would add you to, except for the fact that I know that you would hate me for it. Yeah. So...
Exactly.
Who knows you?
Yes.
Be like, get out of here, you group of neighbors.
Oh, well, yeah. They're way more...
neighborhood group chat. And a mom group chat and a fundraising group chat.
That sounds awful.
And then another mom group chat from a different school.
That sounds terrible. I can't imagine.
I just know everybody. I like to know what's going on. I like to be in the know. Be like, if people got fired from a place that I don't even work at or have never been there, I still want to know. But tell me everything. I want to be a little fly on the wall. Tell me.
Yeah, so that was fun. I DJ'd.
That was your Monday.
I DJ'd and performed comedy on the same show. I've never done that before.
That's the first?
Yeah.
Did you get pictures of you?
No, there's no pictures. They're actually, they used to take a picture at the end too, but like I think everyone kind of left. There was like most of the comics had already left, so I don't think they even took a picture at the end.
Not enough time for group
no
photos.
One knows except for who was in the room.
Yeah. So still on comedy theme, we're doing a helium mic tonight. One of the last 2 mics before Portland's Funniest Person competition mayhem begins. And then on Wednesday, I have 2 shows in a row. And you're going to have to help me get from one show to another.
Why? They're like 10 minutes away. They're not even 10 minutes. You could walk. Actually, you could walk 10 minutes. But the drive
hear
is
me out.
3.
You could carry me. Wouldn't that be nice?
The two venues are very close.
Nice quality time. I could tell you. You get some knitting done while you're there. Put me in your purse.
That sounds...
I'm just a small chihuahua dog.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
I don't know. I think I have to do Lady Killers first and then 420.
Yeah, one of my friends from LA, she's doing an hour here. I don't know if she's on tour or if she's just doing a couple shows before she does like a bigger show, I think. But her name's Diane Wong, and she's going to be doing a show the same night that I'm supposed to be doing the show House Party. But they're like really close too. They're like, 5 minutes away. So I'm because it's her show, I'm definitely going to like open that show, but I think I'm closing House Party. So I can probably do both. Seems like it'll be fun.
Yeah. When is that?
The 23rd, May 23rd. But both shows are back to back. Actually, I think like her show starts at like 7:30.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So she just asked me to do it a couple of days ago. So
yeah, it always happens that way. Like that's just like, I think that happened to me in March or something. I got like no shows, and then I got offered 3 shows, and they were all on the same day. I was like, God damn it! Yeah. I really want to say yes to all of them, but how is this gonna work? And then that's it for the end of the month.
Yeah, I was supposed to. So the day before, I was supposed to do the show in Lake Oswego, but they double booked the venue, I guess. So I don't know. They're just going to reschedule it. That's what they said. They said it's been postponed. So who knows? I guess I'll just have to sit tight and see what happens.
Oh, I still have to do Showcase Showdown final show.
Oh yeah, when is that? You still don't have a date?
We were offered a date, and then like 3 out of 4 people couldn't make it. I didn't even reply because I was like, nobody else can make it, so it doesn't even matter if I can go. And he was like, okay, I'll reach out again soon with other options. And
I mean, you should have replied. Then you would be the only person there, and you're guaranteed to win.
Yeah, I was like, I'll do it.
One by default.
Yeah.
You just show up.
I mean, I do like these.
Yeah. I mean, those are pretty great odds. I think you messed up. I think you dropped the ball.
You don't trust that I could win.
Don't tempt fate. That's all I'm saying. So you want to talk?
Got that in a Chinese cookie one time.
Don't tempt fate.
Yeah. Fucking temptation. It just always comes back to Fighting Temptations.
Always comes back to Fighting Temptations. People do, like, every time I post, I've only posted 2 things that have to do with Fighting Temptations, but like when I do on TikTok, it just goes crazy. People like it. Love it when we talk about Fighting Temptations.
Beyonce, what's not to like? Yeah. I really enjoy watching Beyonce be bad at something. Like, good.
Finally.
It's good to know. Look at her. Oh my God.
Struggling with those lines. Look at her.
She's the voiceover for The Lion King too.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what's the name of this comic. She like has the big hair. She like makes fun of Beyonce doing that too. It's like literally she's just being herself the entire time. She's like, no, Mufasa. that's Beyonce. Like that's all I can think about. It's distracting.
Yeah. I haven't watched it for other reasons, but that's probably one reason why I couldn't watch it. Because I'm like, I'm just gonna hear it and be like, that's Beyonce. I can't not hear.
Where is she?
Speaking of movies. The last thing that we saw.
Movies on Tubi. That's our little.
Yeah, that's a little Tubi. But this one wasn't on Tubi. I don't believe it was. The Life of Chuck. You saw The Life of Chuck.
Yeah.
Which was a movie I started watching, and then I told you about it, and you said that you wanted to watch it too.
Yeah. Because I thought it was going to be better. You were explaining it in a way that it sounded cool, and then I watched it and I was like,
I was trying to prepare you for how weird it appeared to be.
But I wanted it to be weird. In the end, it didn't.
Yeah, I thought it would be because the first section. I mean, I guess we have to rewind and talk about the movie, but the first section to me is still pretty weird. But by the end, you get why it was so weird. So anyway, Life of Chuck is a movie about a guy who's I don't know. He's dying and he's trying to.
He's had a pretty tough life.
Has he?
Apparently. You don't think so?
I don't know. Has he? Like, what about his life seemed difficult?
Didn't he lose his parents and then was raised by his grandparents, and then his grandpa also died? No, his grandma also died, and then his grandpa died. So he's been like just losing grown-ups his whole childhood.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, his parents did die when he was a kid, yeah.
So he lost all of his grown-ups by the time he was 18, and then his other grandparents from the other side of the family came to live with him until he graduated either high school or college. I don't remember. No, high school, I think.
High school. Because he was still going to college when
he was still. Oh, okay. And so it's just kind of like feel bad for this guy, but at first he seems like he's not the main character. It's all about this like weird thing that's happening in the world.
Yeah, the movie is structured in an interesting way where it's 3 parts. It's divided into 3 parts, and the first part is probably. You let me know what you think. I think it was all happening. It was kind of like a metaphor for him dying. It was all happening in his head. Like there's people that live in his brain and his mind. Like these are all his memories, and they're all realizing that it's all ending right now. So like all the past people that he's known, because everyone who is the main focus in this movie plays another part in the movie also. They're actual real people, and these are just his memories that are going on in his head. And it's kind of like your last thoughts, I guess, would be like before you die. Multitudes. Yeah, which we can talk about that too. But
what about it?
Just how that they just kept saying it but not saying what it meant, or they misinterpreted what "you contain multitudes" means. But the first part is probably the most ethereal and kind of weird and kind of out there part, because the whole time you're watching it, you're just kind of like, what is going on? And it just gets weirder and weirder. And at first I was explaining to, because all I had watched before we watched it together, all I had watched was that first part. So I was like, it feels like very stilted, or like it's a TV movie type thing, like where people are saying things at like face value. There's no, I don't know, it felt bad, but bad on purpose. Like it was trying to like imitate a TV movie. And I feel like that's why the reason why that first part felt that way is because it was his memories, like it wasn't real life. And I think that's why that gave me that vibe, like something is off here, like it's kind of weird. And it seems like the way that they're talking, or what they're talking about, because it seemed like everybody who talked just to give a dialogue. Like everybody just talked for, there was only 2 people on screen at all times throughout that first time. And it's always just like one person talking to another person about something like really deep. And it's like, no one, like, what is this? Like, no one talks this way. There's nothing that feels like something is happening. So I think the reason why it felt that way, which I think it was on purpose, was because it's in his head and it's not real anyway. This is what you would think about before you die. So the second part is, I mean, do you interpret it that way, or?
Yeah, I mean, but you don't know any of that until
you don't know it until you get to the end.
So the whole time you're like, where is this going? Like, is this going to be like a magical realism where the world really is ending? I don't know. I was disappointed to find out it was just some guy dying. I wanted it to be like a worldwide thing. Yeah.
You don't really get that until like the very end of the first part, where you see him in bed dying.
Yeah, especially because you become attached to these characters, and you want the guy to get back together with his ex-wife, or like the other person to like whatever, like all of these, to figure out what happened to the patients that disappeared on the hospital, like all of these fictional people that were actually only existed in his head. And it also just feels unrealistic. Like, I don't think that if you're dying, you would also create little scenarios for people that you've known. Like, I understand the point was kind of like you have a version of everybody that you know in your mind, and that's like why they kept saying you contain multitudes. It's like when you go away, the entire world that exists within you goes away. But they just like, I don't know, I didn't like the way that they expressed it. Like, it should be more about what the people that knew him are missing out, like more of what he represents in the worlds of the people that are still
But
alive.
in a sense, every person is him because it's in his head.
Right.
So how would you know what other people?
Yeah, like not in this movie at all.
Yeah. You wouldn't know because that first part is all in
not
his
the
head.
way they set it up. I'm just saying, like, if we're telling the story of a man who's dying, I would rather know, like, within other people's memories what he was like for real, not like what he's like, what's the word, like agonizing, like those are not real memories. It's all mixed in. Like, his teacher lives in his house because he remembers his house. He doesn't remember his teacher's house because he probably was never there.
Yeah, I mean, but that's how dreams work. You know, when you just put various things into like.
I guess what I'm saying is I wanted to watch a completely different movie. It's not me. It's not this at all.
So the second part,
it was interesting until the third part.
Yeah, the second part is basically just a dance party. Like almost the entire movie is that.
Yeah.
So it's him as an adult. And it's right before he finds out. He doesn't know that he's gonna die yet. There's clearly like something wrong. Like he has like, I think he has headaches or something. Like he has something or, you know, but he's not 100% sure that, you know, something, he hasn't gone to the doctor to figure out what it is. So the second part is just him kind of remembering his past. Almost the whole thing is him walking through the, I don't know, shopping mall, whatever, like the outdoor shopping mall, whatever, and he sees someone playing the drums and then he starts dancing. And then he remembers like how much he loved dancing. And we don't really see that at any other point in the movie so far until we get to the end. We don't see like, why is he like, you don't get like, why is he dancing? Like, why is he such a good dancer? Is this real? Like, is this in his head too? Or is he really this good a dancer? Like, why? And then you find out like how much, you know, he kind of taps into the dance and remembers his childhood. And that's kind of what it is. And that's almost the entire second half.
I guess we still don't know if that was real or snowboard, you know?
I mean, I don't know. I assume it was real, but I mean, I don't know. This movie is kind of weird, so you never know.
Yeah.
But I did see like the one who plays the drums. She's a drummer on Instagram.
Oh, she's like an actual drummer.
Yeah,
that's cool.
She's an actual drummer. So she's, I could tell like she didn't have a whole lot of lines.
She had to be an actual drummer.
Yeah, the way she was playing, I was like, yeah, she had. But the way she didn't have a whole lot of lines, so it's like she's probably like up.
She said buskers. So
yeah. So that's the second part. And then the third part, we actually go back to his childhood, and then we see him being raised by his grandfather and how he ends up falling in love with dance. And that's kind of mostly what it is. So it's almost his life in reverse, but not really.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Benjamin Button situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets his dance from grandma and math from grandpa.
His grandpa.
And so he ends up leaning towards being a band.
How did you feel about his grandfather's, the guy who plays the grandfather is Mark Hamill, who is Luke Skywalker. Like that's that's what he's obviously most famous for. But since then he's done like a lot of voice acting. He does a lot of cartoons and stuff. But he doesn't do.
He always the old man in cartoons too.
Yeah, he does. He does play. But I remember in the 90s he was Batman, so he's my 90s Batman voice. Some people actually do like him as an actor, and some people are like he's a terrible actor.
I thought he was good.
You thought he was okay?
Yeah, I mean, I bought him as a grumpy grandpa, but I feel like a grumpy grandpa would just be what he actually is. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe just not far from home. I don't know. And then there was also the weird thing where the grandpa sees dead people in the attic, which is also potentially not true. It's unclear. He just sees himself die.
Yeah, he has this ability to see, if he goes into this room, he can see he sees how other people die too, and
then
himself.
Last one was he saw himself.
Then he sees himself.
opened it,
Yeah.
even though it was locked up. Yeah, it was like the whole thing was just crazy. It was either needed to be 2 movies or like I don't know. But I guess they were going for like not telling you what happened.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a cool thought experiment. Like it's a cool idea just to make a movie that's different and just like try to like do something different. And I thought it was
just
cool.
want Mary Kate and Ashley go to passport to Paris. Disagree. And this is why you usually watch movies without me.
I don't know. I think it's worth watching just because it's just like an interesting thing to see, and you probably won't ever see anything else like it. And the way it was structured was interesting. But I don't know. I don't know if I would say like it's, you know, an amazing movie.
Yeah, it was similar vibes than The Lobster.
I like The Lobster a lot more than this.
I mean, I didn't like either. So maybe that's why it feels similar to me. It's on my no thank you category.
So you like weird, but it has to be like goofy, funny. Like it has to be like over the top.
Not necessarily. No, I just want to know what happened. Like I just don't want you to leave me like when you telling me a story or you're not telling me a story. Like you don't have to tell me. You started talking, so now I have to know what happens. Like at the end, I just want to have a resolution.
Okay, well, I think that's enough for today. So, Life of Chuck, how many stars? 2?
None.
None?
That's right.
That is hurtful. I'm going to give it
7.
17. I don't know, 3?
Yeah?
3 and a half?
I'm gonna have to go do some research and see like where did this come from, because maybe I'll find some answers there.
I don't know. I mean, I think the point of the movie is, you know, enjoy your life before you die. That's it. And there were a bunch of parts that I don't know, like you can take multitudes. Like there were parts that were like so sincere and so direct. Like you know him, the teacher holding both sides of his head and saying you contain multitudes, but not really explaining what that means, just saying it over and over. And I guess the what they were saying was like what you were saying was there are all these people in your head. These are every person that you know is a different.
I think that's what she was saying. Just
but
like
I don't
your
think,
brain is between my hands.
But I don't think that's what I contain multitudes means. I contain multitudes means that I'm not just one thing. I'm multiple things. I can do a bunch of different things. It doesn't mean that every person that you know is a part of you.
But I think that's why they didn't explain it, because it's also that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It just, there was just parts that just completely just missed it, whatever they were trying to get to. And so that's why I don't love the movie.
That's why you gave it 17 stars.
Yeah, that's why I gave it 17 stars. I said 3.5.
Oh, sorry. 3.5.
But
not bad.
I just like that it was, you know, somebody took a swing and made something different and didn't just have everything tied up in a nice little bow.
I would like to request a bow, please. It should be an option when you go to the movies. Next weekend, or no, actually in a couple of days, I'm going to go see The Devil Wears Prada 2 with my friends. Now that's a movie. I haven't even seen it yet.
You haven't even seen it, but you're like, yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about. No, it's probably going to be mediocre compared to the other one, but I'm still going to watch it.
All right. Well, when we get back, we'll talk about that then.
Oh, I thought you were saying women.
Women
be shopping.
Women be shopping. They do. You know, they do be shopping.
Statistically.
Okay. Well, next time when we get back, we'll talk about The Devil Wears Prada Part 2. The Devil's Still Wearing Prada. Is that the name of the Devil's Still Wearing Prada?
They should have gone with something.
Yeah.
Not just an again.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to Anxiety Twins. My name is Lee H. Tillman.
I'm Andrea Menchaca.
And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.